Hi, welcome to my first sketchbook review. Yeah, I'm a little bit anxious about this. This is my first time actually doing a voiceover, I believe, at least such a large one. Yeah, please ignore my stuttering or any spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes and so on. I actually got the idea for the sketchbook because I was hanging out with a friend in a cat cafe. So we were just drinking a coffee, eating cake, and cuddling the cats. But I just had a mid-toed paper block with me, so we wanted to draw together. And she had a sketchbook, a roll, and a pretty filled sketchbook, I believe. And it was very inspiring to see that, just like all these wonderful doodles and all these wonderful artworks. And I was like, okay, yeah, I want to do that too. Second reason was my work shift at that time. I needed to do something between the shifts, so that was a very welcome exercise and a very welcome thing to do between. And the third reason why I was buying myself a sketchbook, or to be more specifically to buy a lot of ink later on in the year, was the sketchbook reviews by Finchwing. It just oh my god, I was gushing so much over that artwork in her sketchbook reviews, so I really recommend checking that out, and I definitely don't regret being influenced by that because inking is a lot of fun, and you will see I got a lot of ink later in the year. And that word means coffee break. And again, some beds, because I really like beds. Some different beds I referenced from photos at work, and I took my pencil with me. And I just colored it. Oh, and here we have some Instagram prompts, because I asked my followers on Instagram what should I draw, because I needed some inspiration. So there were a couple of different things, like the raven, for example. And just some random sketches here. I think my boss asked me to draw a winking a winking bed, and that one is I saw these pens at the store, and I couldn't just leave them be. Just needed to buy them because they were glittering. Oh yeah, and some Dark Souls art. Just referenced the cover art from Dark Souls 3. That actually was a trying out some Halloween YCHs. Ranshima. Yeah, and the glitter markers really bleeded through, so I just had the habit to not use both sides. So that's illustrations of my rabbit, of course, because she was sick back then. She had some ear surgery, and I just needed to compensate because I was really worried at that time about her. Yeah, and some anime wolves. And again, some comic illustrations and a random cat. And that was a time when I started to purchase some ink. Once again, I was influenced by Finchwing, and I just wanted to use the diamond ink I'm gonna show soon. But I bought some cheaper ones because I really wanted to start out and just reference some photos and some other illustrations. And I think there were a lot of ink pages right now with the cheap ink, and you will see the difference between the cheap ink and the way more expensive one. But I really am really satisfied with the outcome. And that was for the PMV I was doing at the time. You may have seen it. And that page is for compensating my anger because I had purchased that ink at Amazon, but I always got the wrong color. And it happened 2 times. I decided to move to another seller, and finally I got the right one. Some more random cat noodles and a couple of Umbrian. And now here we have the Diamond Bloody Absinthe, which is a really nice color. I really like that greenish blue. And I really love the watercolor look on it, and the colors are very vibrant. I'm really happy to be that I have been influenced like that, because it is really fun to work with these inks. And yeah, I just did a couple of pets, like that is Zafira, and my cat Miko. I drew before with colored pencils. And yes, a random harpy eagle and some moves, and I really liked to do these comic headshots. And some more doodles. Oh yeah, and there is the, I really like that pic. It's a boss from Elden Ring, from the DLC, so yeah, fair body horror running. And I really liked how loosely you can draw it. It looks so great because you can because you can wash these inks out so well, and it's just a lot of contrast there. And yeah, I think you can see the sheen a little bit. It's like the reddish thing around the outline. And I really like that. I really like that effect. You can see in the following pages the sheen of the bloody absinthe. It's a very nice tone. Yeah, just some practice. Oh yeah, and I became a fitness trainer because my rabbit was sick and it was very expensive, and I again just needed to compensate. And yeah, I was criticized when I made that education. I was criticized for my posture, and I never thought about that because I'm a very sporty person in general. But I realized, okay, no, I still need to work on my posture, so I needed to compensate as well. Ah yes, and that is the ink vent calendar. Yeah, I just really like to draw with ink. It's really addictive, so I decided to buy myself that advent calendar, and yeah, there were some really nice color variations and a lot of glitter ink and so on. So yeah, it was very fun to test these out. And yes, the grotto ink again. That is grotto ink, and it has a very yellowish, brownish, greenish. I can't really describe it, a sheen. And I really like that. I don't think you can see it in the camera very well, but yeah. And that was the swatching test with all the inks I got so far. And it's, yeah, look at that glitter, man. It looks so awesome, and it's really fun again to draw with washable inks, so I can really recommend it. Oh yeah, and that random cat. Yeah, I was just doodling at that page, and there was a random cat at the streets at the time when I was walking with my friend. So we saw that, and I was like, okay, no, it's so gorgeous. I just need to draw it. And then I practiced some random animals. And yeah, I really like that page in particular because it's like Baltic animals, sea animals, whatever. And then I had my Secret of Evermore playing phase again. It's an old NES game. And I just wanted to draw some of the bosses and the enemies without ref and with reference. Yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, and that is my my skull practice. Just random skulls, but it looks so nice with that ink. You can really see that different color in the black ink. If you wash it out, it looks so awesome, and I love that look. It's very eerie and creepy. And yeah, a random map test for my comic, for all the world building and stuff. And once again from my comic, maybe a little bit spoilery. I'm not sure if I use these designs, to be fair, but I wanted to. It's important for another chapter. I don't want to talk about that too much. Oh yeah, and that was a test for a painting again. Yeah, and that is the last page actually, and yeah, just some random bats on cats, and yeah, I wanted to go away from ink again and just do my comic style with the glitter pens again. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, my first sketchbook review. I actually started that in... Fuck. Scheiße. Also. Hey, yeah, sketchbook. Hey, yeah, sketchbook review, I guess. Why am I so anxious? Because, yeah, I also needed something between work shifts. My shift was very... yeah, I needed to start at the... Ich kann nicht reden. Freestyle.